So grab your straps, please. And let's come to a comfortable seat. You can allow that strap to rest anywhere. We'll start out by sitting up tall in Ardha Sukhasana. I'm pretty sure when we started class the other day, I gave you the option of sitting up tall and letting the back of your hands rest on your thighs. You can even bring the thumb and the second finger together. And then bring the upper arms in close to your rib cage and draw the elbows back, and notice how that expands the heart space. Maybe close the eyes, just settle in. And let's all make a commitment that for the next hour or so, we'll be focused on our asanas and the opportunity to connect our minds and our bodies and our spirit. And as you focus on that breath, without forcing the breath, try to even out the length of the inhale with the length of the exhale. Three more rounds. Complete inhales and exhales. And then you can release the two fingers. And let's inhale, arms up, and exhale, lower the arms and lower the head at the same time. So as you inhale, reach the arms up and lift your gaze up to those hands. And on the exhale, lower down, let the chin connect with your chest, or at least get closer. And then inhale up again. And exhale. And lower. We'll do two more. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, lowering. And last one. Inhale. And exhale and lower. If you're up on a block, come on down and place the block behind your seat if you need an assist when we do our twist. We'll inhale, arms up, and on the exhale, we'll open to that right side, pressing the right hand into the block. Trying not to lean back too much. Left hand is holding on to that right knee, gazing over the right shoulder, lengthening that spine with every inhale, and deepening the twist with the exhale. And then inhale, letting the arms come back up through the center. Take that twist to the other side. Left hand is pressing down behind your seat, either onto a block or to your mat. As long as your neck feels okay, you can gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale, bring those arms back to the center. Bring the palms together. Just a very gentle back bend because we're balancing here on our sit bones. Just move the arms back a bit, maybe framing the ears. Challenge yourself a bit here. And then inhale to the center. And exhale and lower, and we'll grab our strap. Try to even out your hold on that strap. It's going to be probably, I don't know, 1.5 times the length of the distance between the shoulders. You're going to find out where you need to hold that strap when you begin what we're going to do. We'll start with holding on to that strap, lowering it down towards the knees, and then inhale, come up. So adjust your hands as you need be, and then exhale. Take it back and go slow. So inhale, widen the hand hold as far as you need to. And exhale, come forward. We're going to do 5 of those. So take this really slow and carefully, and nothing should hurt. You're ready. You can inhale up. And exhale down. I think my kitten thinks I'm doing this for him. Inhale
No doubt.
up. And exhale. And then inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale. Exhale. Is that 4 or 5? That's 3. Let's see. Inhale up. Exhale lower. Inhale up. And exhale forward. And then wiggle those shoulders a bit. Coming forward the shoulders and then going backwards. And then grab the strap again. You're ready. Inhale up and exhale. Come over to that right side. I just widen my hands considerably. I'm trying to keep the shoulders in line with each other and in line with my hips. Using a little tension with my hands on the strap to open up that left side.
Ooh.
And then inhale up and exhale to the left. Now be careful here, Linda. I know you said you had to be careful bending. And then inhale back to the center and exhale over to that right side. And you can bring that right hand down to the mat if you'd like to. And hold on to the strap with the left hand, keeping tension on the strap. Inhale through the center. And last one to the left side. And then inhale to the center. And bring the strap forward. And lay it over to the side for a moment. Come onto your back. Let's bring the knees in towards the belly, into our Apanasana. And let's add in a gentle rocking side to side, keeping that tailbone down. And then come to stillness and send the left leg long on the mat. And bring the left hand to that left hip. Flex the left foot and press through the left heel. And see if you can maintain that active left leg as we begin to turn our attention to the right leg and the right foot. So the left hand is holding down the left hip. The left thigh and the left calf connects with the mat. You're pressing through the left heel and you're flexing the left foot. Then we grab our strap. Bring it around the right foot. Hold the strap evenly in the hands. I like to have my upper arms connected to the mat. So the elbows are bent. You're holding the strap with a little resistance. Right foot is pressing into that strap. So you're working that right leg, pressing through the right heel. And then when you're ready, straighten the right leg. Settle into your breath. Press through that right heel and press through the left heel. Now pass the strap into the right hand and bring that left hand back to that left hip. Bring that left leg active. On your next exhale, keep both glutes connected. Tailbone is down on the mat, and you allow the right leg to come out to the right side. And if the left shoulder lifts, that's telling you you've gone too far. So try to keep both shoulders on the mat as well. If you want to add something else in here to be focused on, try to keep the left foot so that the toes are pointed straight up. I don't know about you guys, but for me, the left foot starts to relax a bit when I'm pressing through the right one, and it starts to move over towards the left a bit. But try to keep it up so that you're really working with that left leg. And then on the inhale, bring the leg through the center, switch the strap into the left hand. And now the right hip's gonna lift, but the right shoulder is gonna stay on the mat. Right arm opens to the right side. Your gaze moves to the right hand, and you keep pressing through that right heel and keep pressing through that left heel. Inhale. Bring the right leg back to the center. And then we'll bend that right knee. We'll release that right leg and send it long on the mat. And before we go to the other side, let's take a brief Shavasana. So let the arms fall away from your side. Let the toes fall out towards the long side of your mat. Close your eyes. You take 5 breaths here. And now we're going to move that to the other side. Let's come back in to our Apanasana. So knees are bent, coming in towards the belly. Same rocky motion down side to side. And then we find stillness. Arms relaxed by your sides, send the right leg long, and maybe even bring the right hand onto that right hip. Holding that right hip down as you connect the back of the right leg with your mat, pressing through the right heel. Very strong, active and alive right leg. And then we'll grab our strap. Lift up a bit. Try not to round too much as you do so. And then find your arm position that works for you. Remembering to keep the right leg active and keep pressing through the right heel as you press the sole of the left foot into the strap. Try to keep the chin in a neutral position, so we're trying to avoid having too much stress felt in our shoulders. Connect with your breath. And when you're ready, holding that strap with resistance, straighten the left leg. So now you're pressing through both heels. So the left foot is almost like it's standing on the heavens, and you're pressing out with the right heel. Try to keep the right foot pointed straight up. So even though the foot's flexed, you want the orientation to have that knee headed straight up as opposed to out to the side. Same thing with a toe mound where you're aiming straight up. We'll pass the strap into the left hand, move the right hand to hold that right hip down. Remember here, you're going to take a breath, and on the exhale, let the left leg open to the left side and go as far as you can without lifting the right shoulder. And keep pressing through each heel. You want to keep that right hip down. That's what the right hand on the hip can help you do. And we'll inhale, float the leg through the center, switch the strap into the right hand, keep flexing the left foot and open the left arm to the side. Left hip will lift, but both shoulders stay on the mat, gaze moves to that left hand. And then inhale, let the left leg float through the center. Bend the knee, release the strap. Bring the right knee in back to our Apanasana. Again, rocking a little bit, side to side. And then lowering the feet down to the mat, a little wider than hip distance apart. Let the arms rest by your sides, and let's windshield wiper those knees. First, they'll fall to the right. Inhale them back to the center, and exhale to the left. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the left. And inhale back to the center. And then exhale to the right. And this time, maybe lift the right foot and place the right ankle over that left thigh so it adds a little weight onto that left thigh. And maybe it draws the left knee a little closer to the mat. Feel this in your quad on the left. You can release that right foot. Inhale back to the center and exhale over to the left. The same option here, maybe lifting the left foot so the left ankle rests on the outside of that right thigh. Connect with your breath. On the inhale, release that left foot and bring the soles of the feet to the mat. We're going to inhale, right knee in towards the belly. Give it a squeeze. And then move your hands behind the right thigh. And then send the right leg long. We're starting with the soft foot here. We'll begin by making circles around the ankle. I always love doing this because it shows me some of the muscles in that leg that I don't use because it feels so unusual when I first start to rotate that foot around the ankle. And after about 5 circles or so one direction, switch that rotation of that foot around the ankle. And then begin to point and flex that right foot, still holding on to the back of the right thigh. 5 point and flexes. And then when you finish your 5, you're going to end up with the right foot flex, so you're pushing through the right heel. You're going to use a little balance here. Continue to hold on to the back of the right thigh and then send the left leg long. So the left leg is straightened out and now you're pressing through the left heel. Both legs are active. Release the arms. Use your strength to keep that right foot up. And then as slow as you can, with control, lower the right leg all the way down. And then enjoy another brief Shavasana, letting the toes fall out to the sides of your mat. Arms by your sides, palms up. Connect with your breath. And then we'll repeat that sequence from the other side. So on the inhale, bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet to the mat, heels close to the seat, not quite as close as you would when you're setting up for the bridge. On the inhale, you bring the left knee in and the hands wrap around the outside of the left shin. We start here and then we move our hand position to wrap around the back of the left thigh and we send the left leg long. Starting with a soft foot, we'll make 5 circles in one direction. Very deliberate movements. And then after your 5, go in the other direction. Notice again the muscles you're using that you don't often use. And then after your second round of circles, point and flex. Maybe notice how it feels when you're holding on to the back of that left thigh. Notice how the muscles feel. with each point and flex of that left foot. You'll finish off with a flexed left foot. Careful here. Try to balance. Bend the right leg long now, pressing through the right heel. So right foot is flexed. Keep the left leg up. Release the arms to your sides. And with the flexed left foot, you're going to slowly, with control, lower the left leg all the way down. Then again, relax those legs, relax the arms by your sides, and take 5 breaths. Let's continue on with our theme of working our legs and opening our hips. So we'll bring the feet in again, close to our seat. We'll move into our figure 4 pose, and we'll do all 3 variations with this pose. So on the inhale, you'll lift the right foot and bring the right ankle over the left thigh, letting the right knee fall out to the right side. The right foot flexes, and we use the right hand to help open that right hip by pushing that right thigh away from us. Your choice is to stay here as we move through the variations or move on to the next aspect of the pose. You'll inhale, lifting the left foot and bringing the hands to interlace behind the left thigh. Now, once you lift that left foot and you flex the left foot, notice the tension that often develops in the shoulders and see if you can release some of that tension and try to bring your chin into a neutral position. If the right arm is long enough, you can keep that right elbow pressing the right thigh away. Now holding on to the back of the left thigh, keeping both feet flexed, we'll lengthen the left leg. And then the same thing, scan your body, notice where you're holding on to tension. See if you can maybe wiggle a little bit, release the tension in the shoulders, reposition the head if you need to bring that chin into a more neutral position. On the next exhale, you can release the pose, lowering the left leg down, unwinding the right leg, and we'll widen the feet so they're just a little bit wider than the hips. We'll windshield wiper them side to side. We'll do that 2 times. And then we'll prepare to take that figure 4 pose to the other side. So set yourself up. And when you're ready, you'll inhale, lifting the left foot, bringing the left ankle over that right thigh, allowing that left knee to fall out to the left side. The left hand can engage that left thigh, pushing it away, opening that left hip. can stay here or we'll add on the inhale, lifting the right leg, flexing the right foot so that both feet are flexed. Hands wrap around the back of the right thigh. Shoulders on your mat. Chin in neutral position. Maybe left elbow keeps pressing the left thigh away. Stay here or send the right leg long, flexing the right foot. And then just like we did in the previous variation, try to release tension in your shoulders and bring the chin to a neutral position. On the exhale, release the right foot, release the left. Then show wiping our knees again to each side a couple times. And then let's set up for 3 very slow and deliberate bridges. Your choice with your arm position. I'm going to start with my elbows bent, fingers spread wide, fingertips pointed up towards the sky, heels close to the seat. On the inhale, press into your feet and lift your seat and hold for 5. Thighs and knees parallel. On the exhale, lower the seat down, lower the arms, widen the feet to the edges of the mat, let the knees come together. Right hand to the belly and left hand to the chest. Come back into that position so that we can be ready for our next bridge. Choose your arm position. I'm going to have mine relaxing by my side to start. So I'm going to have my palms engaged with my mat. And then inhale, press into the feet, lift the seat. Maybe you can get that chest a little closer to your chin and hold for 5. We're going to exhale, slowly lowering everything down. Moving our feet again to the edges of the mat, knees knocking again. And right hand returning to the belly and left hand over the heart. Recovering and connecting with our breath. And then coming back, setting up for our final bridge. Choosing your arm position. I'm starting with arms by my sides. On the inhale, pressing my seat up. And I'm going to choose to shimmy my arms underneath and bring the palms together, interlace the fingers. My chest comes closer to my chin. I keep the pinky side of the fist that I've made connected to the mat. And I even let my index fingers come out and then draw the pointed index fingers towards my heels. Helps me gain a little more opening here, all the while keeping the palms together and the thighs and knees parallel. On the exhale, if the hands are interlaced, release the hands to your sides and slowly lower down. We'll come back to our Apanasana and right away move into our happy baby, so we can widen those knees, keep the tailbone connected to the mat as you reach up for the arches of your feet. If you prefer, you can hold the outside of your feet. The knees either hug your ribs or head towards your arms. We'll start with stillness here. And now let's add a little movement in, rocking side to side. And then we'll come back to the center or release the hold on the feet and start to bring the legs together, flexing those feet, and come into your waterfall pose. So arms can relax by your sides. Try to have the legs in line with your hips. Settle in here for 10 breaths. From here, we'll transition to our fish pose. So we'll lower the legs down with control. And as they come down, you press up onto your elbows and your forearms. Let the toes reach for your mat as your head falls back behind. And then release and gently flip over onto your belly. Come into your Sphinx pose. I'm hoping, Linda, these feel good, these poses on your back. Very gentle here. Keep the elbows under your shoulders, fingers spread wide. Legs together, pressing to the tops of the feet. Draw the head up. Elbows stay in position, but you kind of pull them back as you move the chest forward and lift the top of the head. Imagine lengthening from the waist to the toes.
Oof. You had to do that? Oof.
You okay?
Yeah, cat fart.
My cat's biting my back. Let's release down. The big toes touch. Bring the left hand on top of the right and the right cheek on top of the left hand. And then we'll move into our locust pose. So legs are together, feet together, arms by the side, shin connects with the mat. On the inhale, we lift the arms, the shoulders, the head, legs stay together, reach through the toes. One more breath. And then exhale. We'll switch the hands. The right hand now over the left cheek. Resting on the right hand and big toes touch. On the inhale, bring that chin back to the center. Sit yourself up. Next Shalabhasana. When you're ready, inhale, let everything come off of the mat except for our pelvis. Reach through the fingertips, reach through the toes.
You want, we're gonna do this.
And then exhale. Lower down. Let's bring that left hand on top of the right again. Right cheek on top of the left hand. Keep the right leg long. Move that left knee out to the left side for half of a frog. Release that left leg. Switch the hand so the right is on top of the left cheek on top of right hand, and move the right knee out to the side. And then release the right leg. And I know we're getting close to the end of practice, but let's press up into a tabletop, curl our toes under, and come into a dog. And I'm hoping you're going to feel pretty good here because we've been working on the hamstrings and the hips. And try to hold this for 5. Move that chest back towards the thighs. Rotate the elbows in a bit. And then walk the hands back about 6 inches or so, maybe a little more, and move the feet to the edges of the mat so the soles of the feet are nice and connected. Move the left hand to the center. And as you inhale, you can open to the right side. Raise the right arm, reaching up towards the sky. Maybe your gaze moves to the right thumb. On the exhale, lower the left hand, replacing the right hand, replacing the left hand, and then inhale, left arm out to the side and up. So take your gaze to that left thumb only if it feels okay. Lower that left hand. Walk the hands back forward. Bring the legs back so they're hip distance apart. Press back into your dog for 5 breaths. Next, inhale, come forward into your high plank. Let's hold this for 5. Press through the heels. Lift the thighs. You can always drop your knees. And then lower. Slowly bending the elbows, keeping them in towards the ribs, coming all the way down, and returning onto our backs. We'll finish off with a supine twist and then a Supta Baddha Konasana. So we'll bring the knees in, we'll open arms to a T, take a breath, and on the exhale, let those knees fall to the right side. Gaze moves to the left hand. If you'd like, you can take the right hand, place it on the outside of the left knee, and draw the knees closer down to the mat or to the floor. If that right hand is on the outside left knee, release it. And using your core, inhale knees back through the center and let them drift over to that left side. Shoulders stay on the mat. Gaze moves to the right hand. Maybe left hand reaches for the outside of that right thigh, close to the right knee. Release that left hand if you have it on the outside of the right knee. Float the knees back through the center. And then bring the soles of the feet together as the knees fall out to the side. Come into that butterfly shape or diamond shape with those legs. And you have options here. Both hands can rest on your tummy. You can have the left hand over the heart with the right hand on top of the left. Or enjoy a little bit of a stretch, reach the arms overhead and holding on to opposite elbows. And then when you're ready, you can release the pose and move into your Shavasana. Everything relaxes, breath becomes lighter, palms facing up, eyes closed or soft. Deepen your breath. I can see you guys are already in your comfortable seat, so let's meet there. We'll bring our hands at the heart, press thumbs into the sternum, dip chin towards the chest. Let's share an inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Thank you for your practice this morning and celebrating the divine spark that's in each and every one of us. Namaste.